Sydney Sweeney, the internet is forever, and the old tweets that she had liked about Tom Holland have been dug up. There have been lots of blinds about these two over the years, saying that Sydney Sweeney did not like Zendaya, she was trash-talking her. Now, part of that reasoning is people believe that Sydney Sweeney wants Zendaya's man, she wants Tom Holland. So I went digging and I found the tweets for you. This was back in 2021. Mind you, Zendaya and Tom started officially dating in 2021. He was coming to visit her regularly on set, on Euphoria set. So Sydney knew he was there to see Zendaya. She was allegedly on Twitter liking tweets about it. And when that's your coworker's man that you see him coming to see her every day on set, I think that's a little crazy. Girl is so Cassie-coded in real life. She took that role seriously. She wanted to method act Cassie, I guess, and try and steal her coworker's boyfriend. Obviously didn't work, because look at the way that Tom looks at Zendaya.
All right, let's get into it. The internet is absolutely convinced that there is a major, silent Cold War brewing between Euphoria's two biggest stars, Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney. And honestly, when you start piecing all the clues together, it's getting harder and harder to blame them. This isn't just about two co-stars who maybe don't vibe on a personal level. This is a layered story of professional jealousy, personal boundaries being crossed, and a behind-the-scenes power struggle that might just be putting the entire future of Euphoria on ice. We're talking about a situation so tense that Zendaya is reportedly refusing to do joint press, red carpets, or interviews with Sydney. And fans are pointing to a trail of hidden clues, from shady social media likes to telltale interview moments, that all point to one thing: a friendship that has not just fizzled, but spectacularly shattered. So let's break down exactly how we got here and why fans think the Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney feud is the real deal. First, you have to understand the professional landscape. Executives at HBO have got to be sweating bullets because Zendaya is reportedly drawing a hard line about collaborating with Sydney as Season 3's promotion looms.
Sweeney's getting backlash. Let's talk about it. For her mother's 60th birthday, she posted this picture. In the background of the picture, you can see that one person's wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt, and some are even wearing this hat, Make 60 Great Again, a reference to MAGA, and this created a whole bunch of controversy of people accusing her family of being Trump supporters. She responded with this tweet: "You guys, this is wild. An innocent celebration for my mom's milestone 60th birthday has turned into an absurd political statement, which was not the intention."
And you can't really promote a show when your two lead actresses can't stand to be in the same room. I mean, let's be real. We're all going to watch regardless. But this is a nightmare for the marketing team. Insiders are saying that Zendaya wants to maintain a strict professional distance, and it goes way deeper than just the public controversies that seem to follow Sydney Sweeney. We're going to get to the Tom of it all, trust me. But let's start with the public perception piece. Because let's not forget, this is the woman who sold bars of soap made from her own used bathwater. If you know anyone who actually bought that, please, I need a review in the comments down below. Then there was the whole Make 60 Great Again birthday party for her mother, which, okay, having a 60-year-old birthday party theme based on a political campaign is a choice. I'll just say that. And now she's dating Scooter Braun, a man who is famously controversial in Hollywood circles. So from a brand management perspective, you can see why Zendaya, who has meticulously built a pristine A-list movie star reputation, might want to steer clear of that kind of chaotic energy. She's an Oscar-nominated actress now. She doesn't need the off-screen drama spilling into her professional projects.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I really feel like we just need Spider-Man to come in and save the day. He's Highland's up.
A crossover episode.
Yeah, crossover. Euphoria meets the MCU.
I don't know how Disney would feel about that, but yeah.
But the real powder keg, the rumor that truly lit this entire feud on fire, involves Zendaya's fiancé, Tom Holland. Now, this is unverified, okay? We have to state that clearly. But this rumor has been circulating for ages, and it just won't die. The gossip is that Sydney was acting inappropriately flirty with Tom, and that's the primary reason Zendaya chose to distance herself personally and professionally. I remember seeing chatter about this in real time. For instance, there's an interview out there where the interviewer jokingly suggests maybe Tom Holland will make a cameo in Euphoria, and Sydney starts giggling uncontrollably, saying something about Spider-Man needing to come save them. And the reaction from everyone else on the Zoom call was just pure silent awkwardness. Their faces were straight, like, what did she just say? But it gets more specific. Fans on Reddit and Twitter started digging and found what they believe is a digital paper trail. They pointed out that Sydney was actively liking thirst tweets about Tom Holland, at a time when he was publicly showing up on the Euphoria set to support Zendaya during season 2. Here are some of the likes that were screenshot and shared. She liked a tweet that said, "Okay, but Tom Holland is so damn fine. Now, was it just an innocent appreciation of a co-star's handsome partner? Maybe. But the internet, and reportedly Zendaya herself, interpreted it very differently. I'm just saying, if I was Zendaya, or any woman for that matter, I would not feel comfortable with my man being in a room with someone who is openly liking tweets like that about him. It just gives off a certain kind of energy, and not a good one." And this brings us to a recent blind item that sent gossip forums into a meltdown.
Sydney Sweeney, the internet is forever, and the old tweets that she had liked about Tom Holland have been dug up. There have been lots of blinds about these two over the years, saying that Sydney Sweeney did not like Zendaya, she was trash-talking her. And a part of that reasoning is people believe that Sydney Sweeney wants Zendaya's man, she wants Tom Holland. So I went digging and I found the tweets for you. This was back in 2021. Mind you, Zendaya and Tom started officially dating in 2021. He was coming to visit her regularly on set, on Euphoria set. So Sydney knew he was there to see Zendaya. She was allegedly on Twitter liking tweets about it. And when that's your coworker's man that you see him coming to see her every day on set, I think that's a little crazy. Girl is so Cassie-coded in real life. She took that role seriously. She wanted to method act Cassie, I guess, and try and steal her coworker's boyfriend. Obviously didn't work, because look at the way that Tom looks at Zendaya.
This one said, and I quote, "The super thin actress and the illiterate actress had a huge falling out. They won't be doing any press together for the pay cable show." Now, if you know the code, illiterate actress is a common dig at Sydney Sweeney. And the one named actress is, of course, Zendaya. But this isn't a new 2025 problem. If you go back into the archives, you find blind items from years ago that suggest they've had issues since the very beginning.
In jeans and a t-shirt like every day of my life.
Jeans are uncontroversial. Jeans are awesome.
Yeah, I like your jeans.
You look great in your jeans. I think I know how you're going to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway. I mean, the president tweeted about the jeans ad.
It was surreal.
It was surreal. Mm-hmm. And it would be totally human. I would probably feel like thankful that somebody had my back in public, and conveniently some very powerful people had my back in public. And I wondered if you felt that way.
I don't think that it's not that feeling I didn't have that feeling, but I wasn't thinking of it like that, or like of any of it. I kind of just put my phone away. I don't really see a lot of it.
But the risk is that, there's a chance that somebody will get some idea about what you think about certain issues. Like, do you worry about that?
No.
The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Like this one from 2022. It reads, "The illiterate actress Sydney, who frequently gets naked, and the meme actor Timothy Chameleon have a little team-up going on against the one-named actress Zendaya." Then, in April 2024, you have the illiterate actress telling everyone the pay cable show is coming back, while the one-named actress says she isn't sure. It looks like the producers decided to make sure the illiterate actress Sydney was paid more. In September 2024, the illiterate A-list actress Sydney sucks all the oxygen out of the room discussing her character and the next season of the show, and her character and how it should be enlarged. Okay, the next thing you know, the one-named actress Zendaya makes sure the paparazzi gets some shots of her and the superhero Tom Holland. The narrative being built here is one of a long-simmering professional rivalry over screen time, salary, and creative control, which was then ignited by personal drama. Now let's talk about the other massive fracture behind the scenes, the relationship between Zendaya and Euphoria's creator, Sam Levinson. They used to be super tight, a dynamic duo winning awards and making one of the most talked about shows on television. But now, the fire has died. I fear that season 3 just can't be as good because their creative partnership is not what it once was. And a lot of that seems to trace back to the catastrophic failure of Sam's other show, The Idol. Let's be real, between the bad press, The Weeknd's performance, and I love his music, but his acting was terrible, and the Lily Rose Depp of it all, it just wasn't a good show. That project seriously damaged Sam Levinson's reputation in Hollywood. And reportedly, Zendaya was annoyed by his work on The Idol, while he apparently had his own concerns about how she's running her career. Supposedly, Sam blamed Zendaya for focusing on her film pursuits, like Dune and Challengers, which is why Euphoria has taken so long to come out. But honestly, good for you, Zendaya, for going and working on those films. Because now you're not just a TV star, you're a bona fide movie star. She has always been a star. But those blockbuster films definitely cemented her status. And Zendaya has actually fired back at these claims. She said, and I quote, "I'm not the reason why the show isn't taking off."
Also pointed out that although she had 2 major movie releases this year with Dune Part 2 and Challengers, she filmed those back in 2022, meaning that all of 2023 and 2024, she was open to film the show. There was also another claim back in July that Zendaya had shot down multiple storylines for her character Rue, but here she seems to deny that. She states, "Euphoria is slated for January, I believe. I haven't read anything yet, but I'm excited to see what everyone has been working on and what the future looks like for Euphoria. I don't really have much of an answer, except for right now it's set to start shooting in January." I'm just gonna take a wild yet educated guess here and say it's not Zendaya's schedule that's holding up season 3 of Euphoria, but rather it's probably Sam Levinson who hasn't finished the scripts yet.
I will say I have been off for a couple years, so not delayed. Because of my schedule, I've been open, just waiting. I haven't been on set in like 2 years almost. She even said she feels a little rusty and wonders if she could even do it anymore. Now, Sam's team is countering, saying it was all about Zendaya, that everyone wanted to make it about Sam, but it was about her. The story also stated that Zendaya's once close relationship with the controversial showrunner had cooled down, which caused him to resent her. You can just feel the resentment, like he feels he made her a star, and now she's moved on to bigger and better things, leaving him to scramble and try to put this fractured show back together.
More upset when The Idol was getting bad press and that expose from the Rolling Stone came out about how Sam had a very toxic work set, because people know that they're close collaborators and it could have affected her public image. And allegedly, when Zendaya, Sam, and HBO got together to get to the bottom of their creative differences, Sam and Zendaya still did not reconcile. But also, allegedly, a source close to Sam says that he was upset with her for focusing on her film career after the 2nd season of Euphoria ended. But insiders are saying that as of recent, their relationship has started to heal and that they actually have the beginnings of an idea for the 3rd season. And earlier this month, HBO confirmed that season 3 of Euphoria would start filming in January of 2025.
Switching gears for a moment, because Euphoria has another character, Eric Dane, who is coming back to the show as Cal, even though he has been publicly struggling with ALSO. Man, Eric, that really sucks. I actually remember I learned about ALS because of the Ice Bucket Challenge, which kind of sounds so corny talking about it now. But it also taught so many people about this condition. So shout out to the Ice Bucket Challenge for that. Eric plays the father of Jacob Elordi's character, and he's a major part of the main cast and the plot. Remember, he's the one that had a thing with Hunter Schafer's character, Jules. Eric has said, "I have 2 daughters at home. I want to fight ALS. I want to see them, graduate college and get married and have grandkids. I want to be there for all that."
It's like on track to being one of the highest paid actresses in TV right now. And this is just me speculating, but it seems like that Rolling Stones article just blindsided a lot of people, including her. What's funny is that she has to know. Again, if the allegations about Sam Levinson since Euphoria and now The Idol are true, she has to know that. She is getting favoritism. Euphoria is basically, the good parts of Euphoria are all about Rue. And given that she is now a producer and executive producer on Euphoria, I hope she will intervene when needed and make everyone else's lives on set much easier.
So I'm going to fight to the last breath on this one. It makes me so sad. Just health is such a difficult subject. And I just want to leave you guys with a wish of health and wealth and everything else. And I want you guys to be healthy and well today, and I hope that you are, and I'm sending good vibes your way. And I wonder what you guys think of this whole report about the Euphoria drama. I mean, it got me interested. When you look at the history of blind items, the social media activity, the interview tension, and the total breakdown of the relationship with the showrunner, it paints a pretty compelling picture. I have a feeling we're not going to see much of Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney together on screen, and my fear is that is the case. But I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.